Yeah. Can anyone tell me how the pricing is determined?
It is determined based on the pricing type we've created. So,
No, I mean, I'm expecting that if somebody asked how pricing is determined, you need to tell sales are plus distribution channel plus division
okay,
plus
okay, okay.
document pricing procedure and customer document pricing procedure.
Pricing control.
Okay. So yesterday we discussed on the pricing procedure. So let's go on the basics of other things like item category determination. You guys know that how item category is determined?
No, Gopi. Gopi, a small suggestion before we go to the class. Uh,
Mhm.
Last Friday's class was actually a bit too long. It was like for 2 hours,
Yeah, I
two and a
agree.
half hours. Yeah, I was not able to concentrate after the first 1 hour, 15 minutes or something. And
Mhm.
since the duration was because we were all working, and once you're back from work, in that case, I'm not asking you to cut short the explanation because you're paying independent attention to each and every single topic with a lot of examples and stuff. These kind of examples is a type of approach we didn't have before, and this for understanding perspective, this is actually good. So what I would ask was, in case if the duration goes extra, can we have an extra class on Saturday or Sunday also?
Yeah,
That would
if
be
you
fine
guys
rather than to sit on a long duration
correct.
for
No, no,
one
I
and a half,
agree.
2 hours.
Yeah, I understand. See, the only intention I extended is because I don't know how the earlier mentor has done. Okay. I want to give
Mhm.
some explanation, especially you guys needs to be thorough in the basics. Forget about I funda things talking. Okay. Nobody expects you to know everything. Okay. At least the
I get.
basics should be perfect. Okay. If somebody asks how number range is determined, okay, where is that control? Okay, you are able to create a sales order. Nobody asks you to create sales order, but they'll ask how the number range is determined. Okay, or where do you maintain the number range? So actually, at least if you say that sales document type, that was my concern. Okay, I understand.
Okay.
So probably Saturdays or sometime if you're okay, I'll try to cover up. Okay, to probably Saturdays early morning or whatever the time, right? Evening, whatever you say, right? We can do that.
Yeah. Yeah, in case
If
of
you're
any,
able to.
because normally with the previous mentor, we in the first 2 weeks we had a kind of doubt clearing session on the Saturday evening where he'll ask us some questions, and in case we have any doubts, whatever that we've seen in those 5 days, we will recap in that Saturday. So if it will work for you, we can have a session like that, and for
Yeah,
an
yeah.
hour or so on Saturday evening.
See, I'm fine. See, until you guys are perfect in the basics, right? I mean, that is the expectation
Yeah, yeah.
for me. I mean, you guys should know the pakka basics. Okay. Now today, what I'm going to tell, right? These are all the interview questions. I mean, even in during the class, I keep stressing how the interview questions will be and how
Yeah,
tricky
yeah.
they ask. Okay. The same way, today's class is also important. Please, I mean, I request. Okay, everybody, please pay attention and listen to it. I don't know, Shaheen joined or not.
She has not joined.
No, she has
Yeah.
not joined.
Okay, because I when I'm presenting, I don't know whether I can admit or not. Uh, okay, fine. Today I'll start with the other determinations. See, basically, okay, shall I start
Yes, Gopi.
with
Yeah,
my,
Yes, Gopi.
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Whenever if somebody asks sales order, right, it should have sales order, I mean sales document, item level, and the scheduling level. Three are the levels. Okay. Sales document type you give in the sales order VA01. When you enter in the screen, you will enter that OR, right? Everybody knows that, right? See, you go here. Okay. So it's a manual input. So there is no, okay. Yeah. Here we do manual input. So there is no price, sales document type determination because you are entering manually what document type you need to create. Okay. So this you enter and what all you enter sales are and distribution channel and division and sold to, correct? And the material and quantity. These are the basic things you enter, correct?
Yes.
Is it here, right? So I keep forgetting these values. You guys should create multiple orders. Then only you will remember all these values. Okay. So now I'll enter this value. See that day I want to show how item category is determined. Just it's a some reference. 48 sorry, quantity 1. See, this is the basic information you are going to enter, right? Apart from that, you don't enter any of the value. So how pricing our document type, it's a manual input. So no determination comes. The next level in the sales order is item level. That is item category. Another level, deep down level is schedule level or schedule line level. That is schedule line determination. Schedule line category determination. Okay. Now, simply if I press enter, shit. Zero shift recording. Okay. Hmm. You may ask how this WM is determined, how, although I gave the date, correct? So,
Is that material extended to the sale organization, Gopi?
yes, it should, I mean, I don't know, this is the one which earlier mentor was created, I didn't do anything, I'm just. To the plan. Plant, I don't know what is the plant, but mm, that's right. See, since I don't want to correct everything, I'm just correcting here, okay? Item category group, norm here. Just keep an eye here. So item category is determined based on the document type. Okay. Item category group, which is in the material master, which we see now. Okay. And usage and higher level item category. Okay. It all the time it is not mandatory to have usage and higher level item category. Okay. Now you see what is the item category tan. How tan is determined? Now there is a Vivo V40 code. What is my document type? OR. I always say never ever go in a chain mode until you are not comfortable. Yeah. So I said it is determined based on the sales document type, NOR. See. Ah, shit. See this entry. Sales document type is OR. Item category group in the material master. People will ask the basic intro question, how item category is determined. You should tell sales document type plus item category group from the material master from the and usage and higher level item category determines the default item category, that is 10. Okay.
Can you repeat that?
Sales document type plus item category group from the material master plus usage plus higher level item category group determines the default item category. Default item category. Okay, that's what it came 10. So this is the default one. And if you see, there are other 9. Okay, I'll just click here because I can't scroll, right? Default is this one. What are the manual item categories? Tab. I can put a tab also. Manually, you can come and put tab. It works. Okay. But I mean, other data. Forget. See, basic. I can't see, no. Just put it. Oh, here it will not work. Okay, you followed, right? What it does is the default one it proposes. System proposes the default item category. If you want, you can change to other manual item categories. Okay, this one people will ask. And another question they'll ask, how many manual item categories you can have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Correct? Total, there are 12 item categories you can have, out of which one is default, 11 are manual. The possible item categories, you can have this. Say, for example, in the ABAP code, you can write a code like it has to determine tab. Tan should be by default. I want to change it to tab using some logic. Okay, they'll write, ABAPers will write that logic. Now, you may ask, I determine only these two. Item usage and higher level item category is blank. From where the item usage comes, it is a very rare case people use from a customer material info record, that is VD53. People use that, okay, usage, just in case. Very rare people will use this usage. And the next one is higher level item category. Here, see, higher level. Now, assume I'm creating one more material. Okay, I'll just put higher level item, that is reference to line item 10. What it determines? It determines tan. Oh, how? I'll come back. R norm and the tab is the my this one. See, R norm, and what is my higher level item category for the second line item? That is tab. Correct, right? What is the higher? See, I'm trying to determine item category now for the second one. So what I did, I gave the reference of the previous line item, higher level item. What is its item category? Tab. If it is having norm tab, then it will be tan. You can have anything. Okay, this is the important one. Okay, this is important. You until and unless you follow, I mean practice, it's very difficult. Now, I'll not show the parts. You can find it in SPRO, basic sales order item level. You can see this details. Okay, so I'll just go to 10. The important function, this is determination is fine, but you should know when to use this 10 or when to create a Z10 or whatever Z123. You should try to understand what is its item type. Okay. Whether this line item is relevant for billing, whether this line item is relevant for pricing. Okay. So now what will be item type is there? What I mean, all the fields you don't require now. Okay, the important thing, billing relevance. I'll just tell. Billing relevance means whether you want to create an invoice or not. Correct. So what we do is, if you set it as if you leave it as blank, then it means that it is not relevant for billing. It means this line item you can't create a billing, that is you can't create a invoice. That is the relevant of billing relevance. If it is then it is delivery related billing means whenever you create a sales order, you should have a delivery. For that delivery you can create an invoice. If you give the option B here, it is relevant for order related billing. Yesterday I was telling, right, make to order and make to sorry uh, so hardware products, we do delivery related billing. If it is service, if somebody I asked to repair something, or if I'm taking a class, okay, it's a service, right? There is no physical delivery I'm doing. If it is hardware, I may send my mobile to you, that is a physical delivery. Service, I'm giving a tuition or a uh, training. Okay, these are all service related. So how I'm going to charge for this is, if say for example I create a order, say for example Shahina wants SD training. Okay, in the sales order I'll put material as training, quantity 1, item category determines, and also price determines. Okay, say for example 200 rupees. Now, what we have to do, you have to create a delivery, right? No, because for that, it will not be an item relevant for delivery or schedule line allowed. Okay. In that case, the option will be set to B. If it is B, then it is order related billing. For sales order, you can directly create billing. That is the important. And the most important question they here ask is, do you guys know third party scenario?
No, Gopi.
Okay. I'm not jumping here, just I want to connect that. I'll just explain what is third party scenario. Otherwise, you can't understand this setting. Okay. Say, for example, what is third party scenario is, generally in companies, they only manufacture and they deliver the goods. Correct? Say, for example, I'm a company Philips, assume. I'm the company Philips, but I don't manufacture something product, what I can say. Trimmer. Okay. I don't manufacture that. But I ask them to use my label and all, that is secondary. What I'll do, if customer asks me to deliver 10 trimmers, okay. Say for example, Reliance manufacturer, assume, okay, they are my vendors. They'll become my vendors, right? So Philips, what it does, yeah, I'll just explain in Excel, then you can understand. Third party scenario, or people call it as drop shipment. This is very important scenario. Everybody ask in the interview. People should focus here. Drop shipment or drop ship scenario. What it does is, customer, company, vendor. Say customer asks for 10 quantity. I don't manufacture. I'll create So I'll put it as a SO, sales order. Okay, it creates as a sales order. Then what we'll do? I don't manufacture. I ask vendor to deliver. I create a PO for 10 quantity. Means I tell vendor to deliver to customer directly, or you send it to me. I'll send it to you. In these years, right? Many people will not manufacture, right? Everybody take an example of Amazon. They don't manufacture. They sit here as an Amazon company. Okay. If you ask 10 quantity trimmer, okay. Okay. Example, Amazon. Vendor could be Philips. Okay. What they'll do, customer asks for 10 quantity in Amazon. Amazon will not manufacture. Internally, they'll ask vendor to, they'll create a PO, purchase order. They purchase from vendor. Now, and they deliver. There are two ways of delivery. One is they may ask vendor to deliver directly to customer, or vendor can send it to Amazon. Amazon in turn send it to customer. Right? Followed? This is drop ship or third party. Third party means this vendor involves between customer and company. All right? Following? Any doubts?
Yes, Gopi, I have doubt here. Procuring the material from different vendor and the same will be supplied to the customer, right? And here there is no relabeling will happen.
No, that is the agreement between them, right? They say, okay, you put my label. That's internally they'll have that agreement. See, if I want something, since it's a trimmer and leave it. If I want something big products, right? They say, put my label there. They have that agreement. They can't disclose. For example, take an example of iPhone. Everybody is aware of iPhone. iPhone does not manufacture. Apple does not manufacture iPhones. The major portion is manufactured by Foxconn. Okay, that's what in Bangalore also recently Foxconn is the major supplier for any parts. Okay, they'll put everything, label of Apple and all. That is their agreement. Okay, they called original equipment. Apple is considered as a original design manufacturer. Foxconn is original equipment manufacturer. See, Apple gives the design. Okay, that design Foxconn will manufacture and give it back. Most of the case, Apple will send. Foxconn will send it to Apple. Apple will send it to customer. There are two scenarios. Now I'll tell. You may ask. There is two legs. Vendor can directly deliver to customer, or vendor can directly deliver to Amazon. Amazon to customer. This is one leg. Direct from vendor to customer we can deliver. That is a one leg. That's where you save the so much of transportation cost. The second leg is vendor delivering to Amazon. Amazon delivering to customer. Two leg means two transport required, right? Philips sending to Amazon one day, they keep in their warehouse. The next day they send it to customer. So it will be two couriers they have to make, right? Correct?
Yeah, is that related to direct shipment from vendor to direct supply to customer?
Yes.
Okay.
So direct shipment. This is indirect.
Okay.
Most of the companies, okay, they don't deal when, if it is a small products like this, trimmer or whatever, right? They don't deliver vendor to customer. The reason is, if my customer knows that I procure from Philips and I'll deliver to you, for example, simple, then directly they can reach out to vendor, right? Following, right? So no company want to disclose, right, the profit. Say, for example, the grocery store near your house, if they disclose that from where they procure or where they get that sunflower oil or whatever, rice or something like that, right? If it is nearby, you will only directly go there and purchase, right?
Yes, yeah.
So that you will save
Channel
some
partner.
amount. Right? No, channel partner is different. Channel partner is from my company in between customer. If there is a wholesaler retailer, yes, that is a channel partner.
Okay.
See, generally, how can I say for this? We can go. Can you say this? Okay, I'll explain that later. Now, I want to tell something here. See, I'll put customer, he orders for 10 quantity. I'm a company raises PO for 10 quantity. Now, the question comes, I asked vendor to deliver 10 quantity, but how, say for example, out of stock, he may deliver only 4 quantity. Okay, assume he couriered only 4 quantity to a customer. But now, if you bill for 10 quantity, then customer will get angry, right? Because he received only 4 trimmers or whatever, 4 products. But if you charge for 6, total 10, customer will not be happy. And also, how they'll get to know. That's what here third party scenario I wanted to tell. So there is an item category. It determines TAS. Okay. TAS. If you see here, billing relevancy is F. What is F? Order related billing status according to invoiced quantity. So this F, this is the important factor. Everybody asks, can you explain me dropship scenario? You guys needs to Google on the this one and try to understand more on that. Dropship scenario, people will tell, customer will ask something, we internalize a purchase order will come. I'll tell you the flow. Okay, I'll put this. I know I'm just going out of the topic, but it is very
Can
important
you
for
explain that topic once again? I didn't understand it.
customer. Okay. Sales order, we create a sales order, right? From sales order, what happens, right? It creates a purchase requisition. Okay. From purchase requisition, it creates a purchase order. Purchase order to where? To vendor, right? Whenever you create a sales order, if it is a normal business, if it is not ERP, okay, then somebody has a clerk or somebody has to sit and create a purchase order against to this sales order. But SAP has given the beauty that whenever you create a sales order, automatically purchase requisition, purchase order gets created so that it makes the system automated. Okay. See, customer is asking 10 quantity. So what I'll do, I'll just immediately, I'll check my stock. Of course, if it is there in my stock, I'll deliver from my warehouse. If it is not there, what it automatically raises the purchase order and purchase order. It will, purchase order PO, it will go to vendor. Now assume vendor has a stock. What he can do? He will send, in his system, it will be sales order, right? Agree?
Yes.
For vendor, it will be sales order. Then what he'll do from a vendor perspective, he'll create an outbound delivery. Means he'll goods issue the goods. Once he issues the goods, I have to receipt, right? So that is the concept here. PGI, keep hearing these names. Post goods issue. Once the outbound delivery is created, you'll click on that PGI, post goods issue. I'm issuing the goods from vendor. Who has to receive this? My company. That is against to purchase order, I'll receive as PGR, post goods receipt. Okay, PGR or GR, goods receipt. Okay, then once I receive the goods, for vendor I have to make payment, right? So what I'll do, once I receive the goods receipt, then these people create an invoice. That invoice will come and create as an invoice receipt, IR. For this invoice receipt, I'll make a payment to vendor. Okay, this is one flow. What I'm doing, say for example, in the PJ, he makes only 4 quantity. Assume sales order is 10. I created purchase order for 10 quantity. Okay, the corresponding sales order will also become 10 quantity, correct? For him. But when he's doing the outbound delivery, he sends only 4 because he has only 4 quantity stock. Then goods receipt will become 4 only, right? Now, against the goods receipt, I have to do the invoice, right? To the customer. Invoice for 4. Okay. Then customer will be happy. I asked 10, but they delivered me 4. Okay, and the invoice is 4. Fine. This is order related billing according to the delivery quantity. See, based on this, I am doing the delivery quantity. This is because he is sending the ASN. This word you keep hearing this advance shipping notification. This vendor will send that ASN to our company. That becomes a goods receipt. Okay. If you go in the probably I'll show sometime this detail. Okay, this just to understand. Based on the quantity he sends, I'm delivering for that I'm going to invoice. This is goods invoice according to the delivery quantity. That's why the option G, where you can find the option G in which item category, not in TAS. TAS is a third party item. So where you can see this. One second. I mean, these are the control parameters. If you want to make it G, then it is based on the advance shipping notification and then this. If it is based on invoice quantity F, means based on the invoice quantity. What in the same scenario, what will happen? SO will be 10. Okay. Then this guy directly sends product to customer. What if this guy sends the invoice? Okay. With that invoice, it creates an invoice receipt. See, that's what F says. If you create with F, this is according to invoice quantity. He has invoiced me for quantity that I'm doing. Okay, these two. Probably you touch base with dropship quite a few times. Okay, you Google, you try to understand how PO gets created. I mean, that is important. And another field is pricing. If it is blank, this item is not relevant for pricing. Assume I want to give it for free. Okay, then free in the sense if it is blank, no pricing, it does not determine. It will become no price, no zero value. X means pricing relevant, that is pricing standard. There is an option B here. Okay, you can if you put B, then pricing for free goods. I want to give you, but at the 100% free. That is discount. Though the price is there, what it does, it adds one more discount line item and it makes it zero. Okay, that is important. And schedule line alone. So whether you need to have a schedule line or not. Generally in the debit memo and all, schedule lines will not be there. But here, if it is a hardware delivery, you need to check this checkbox. If you want to create this line item as written, you want to accept the goods. See, the general flow is order, delivery, PGI, invoice, correct? That is a forward flow. Order, delivery, PGI, outbound delivery, post goods issued, this one. If you check in the line item category, item category configuration, then the flow will be order, outbound delivery, post goods received, because returns means you need to receive the damaged goods. In that case, it will be returns. So for that line item, if you want to see, just show. REN will not, REN will work. I mean, these things you need to not memorize, okay? That's what I'll not say always memorize. Go inside each item category. It is made it as B. I said B. What is B? Order related billing. A means delivery related billing. Okay. Pricing is relevant, but returns is enabled means I'm taking the goods back. Okay. Like that. And also here there are some controls. Especially if you are doing variant configuration under here we enable that variant configuration. If you need to explode the bomb, we give the option here, structure scope. Yes. Do you need to explode the bomb? Yes. That is important from a item category. Okay, now you understood how item category is determined?
Yes, copy.
So if anybody in the sleep also, if somebody comes and asks how item category is determined, you should tell from the sales document type plus item category group plus usage plus higher level item category. And you should tell if somebody asks item category is determined from the material master, sales or tab. Okay. Similarly, you need to you higher level item, higher level. It says the word higher level. It means that it is from the previous line item, higher level. Okay, that is this one. Now, what is that T code? I mean, item category. That is, I mean, I just put T184 table. If you want to, I mean, no need to know all these things. Okay, just I put sales doc plus material item category group. If you tell item category or material item category, so that it's easy to remember, it is from material master. Next one is schedule and category. It is very simple. Item category plus MRP. Okay. I'll just show. Okay. Before that, I don't want to show the T codes. Okay. You should be knowing from where it is there. Go to anything I'm talking about. It is a sales. Okay. Now, where it is, it's not in the basic function. It is in sales. We are talking about sales. Now, what is sales document? Yes. Now, if you see here only, you will get to know header item scheduling. In the header, what is there? Document type. Okay, that's why you keep seeing this arc structure, sales document type. What we did the day, sales area is assigned to sales document type. You know this, right? Sales area is assigned to sales document type. Maybe you would have taught this.
No.
No? Okay. Then probably 1 month, what all things you guys learned? I mean, sorry. It was not this also covered. Okay. Okay, I'll tell you. I'll tell you that. Yeah, I'll tell now only. Now I'm talking about sales item. Define item categories, which I showed till now. Okay. I know the T code, so I just went. If you want to define, you can define like this. What all values you can give, you can give. If you want to view it, go in a display mode. Now define item category group. Okay, what all item category groups are there? Now, okay. By default, SAP has given so much. If you want, you can do more item category groups. Okay, it's just a define and its meaning. See here, he has put SC SRVM service material. You can put whatever you want. It's just a that value you will maintain in the sales or tab. Now you need to explore default value for material type. The material type you know for it, right? For it is a finished good. So if you want to define some part by default, see they have defined it as normal. So that's why whenever you create a FERT material, by default, normal will be auto-populated. Then you can take out item category usage. Now here, assign item categories. This is the determination of item category. That's what I showed, right? Sales document, item category, usage, higher level. Now, assign rejection reasons to sales document type and sales. If you want to have rejection to that line item, you can do this. Now I'll go to see define schedule line category. It's just a definition. Okay, I'll just show. Okay, simple. I'll just take something, one example. This is at a schedule line. So let this. If you want to have a by default delivery block, you can put a delivery block value here. This is the where physical delivery happens. Item relevant for delivery. Okay. This is the most deriving factor. How, I mean, it says goods has to move from location A to location B, right? What is the movement type? 601 goods issue. Okay. Now you may ask this. These two checkboxes determines whether it is relevant for available to promise or not. That is ATP check. These two checkboxes availability. And one more thing is here you can see control parameters. Item category, account assignment category. Okay. These three determines the control to create a purchase order from the sales order automatically. Okay. So which one determines? So I know the T code. Okay. What I'll do? I'll go to VO V5. Earlier I said task does that, right? Task is the item category used for drop ship. I mean, generally in standard this one they use their own Z. Okay. So now task. What is my schedule line? CS. I'll go to CS. Though I'm in a chain mode, but still I'm going. See, it says this is item not relevant for delivery because somebody is doing. It creates a purchase requisition NB. What is my item category? What is this auxiliary item category? So what does it do? Whenever I create a sales order, automatically a purchase requisition gets created based on this. This is this settings is for from a MM side. What value to give and all. Okay. Now you may ask, if I give NB here, what purchase requisition type it might create? These control fields, right? You keep going inside and check. Okay. If you go inside that, especially MM, right? This is a MM. I'll just go here, MM. Now I'll go purchasing. In the purchase, I'll go. mm, Forgot where it is. One second. That I check instead of wasting time. Okay, the focus is from the item category and the MRP type. Where do we find the MRP type? You guys know where, did you go through sales or two tab? Being a SD consultant, first if somebody asks, I'll just show material master also for you. It's important. Otherwise you can't learn. These things are very important. Very, very important. Okay. You guys are aware of material master? What all it does? That is the basic functionality. The control fields. How to identify whether material type, whether it's a finished product, semi-finished. Do you know that?
No, Gopi.
No, Gopi, that is not covered earlier.
Okay. Okay. In the material master, generally, just I'll take you raw material, semi-finished and finished goods. These are the three types. Not three. I just want to tell there are many, but in that these are the few. Okay. In a layman language, say for example, rice is a raw material. Okay. Maggie is a semi-finished good. Correct? Finished good is our Zomato order, whatever we order, or ice cream. You got to know the difference now? Raw materials, you can't sell it to outside world, right? You procure raw materials, you get the rice, and in your production, you make it rice, right? You cook it. Then you make it as a biryani or a rice, white rice. Correct? That's a finished good. What is semi-finished? Half like Maggie. Almost they put everything. You procure that and you boil for 2 minutes, semi-finished, and you make it finished good. What is one more? You procure ice cream. Ice cream is a finished good. You don't have to do anything, just use it. This basic, okay, basic material types I'm talking about. Whenever you go inside the material, that is a basic question. Nowhere you can identify what material type you created. One is in the bracket, it mentions whether it's a what material description, material type description. But if you want to know what is my material type, you have to come in the basic data, I button you need to click. Otherwise, it's very difficult. You can't identify what is my material type. If it is something English word written, right, instead of finished product, then you can't identify. You should come here. Material type is FERD, created by this guy, changed by us. Today, Gopi. Okay. Now, you may ask, what all material types are there? Try to, that is topic, okay? Simply just to understand. While creating, you need to enter the material type. If you want to create material, that is MM01. See, if it is beverage, KMAT, configurable materials. In the most of the companies, they use configurable materials. Say, for example, car, a bomb gets exploded, bomb is bill of material. Say, for example, if I want to make a biryani, what all ingredients required? Bomb, okay, this is the important. Rice, chicken, turmeric, chili powder, oil, okay, extra, right? So this is called bomb. Biryani is a bomb. What are its component? Rice, turmeric. These are all the components. That is also material, but that materials are required to make a finished good. Okay, that what came at. Like that, you have finished products. See, they have created many. Bird and semi-finished is what is work is packaging material. The cartoon box and all are there, right? They're classified as a work. Semi-finished is raw material is ROH. I mean, at least you should know ROH, PERT, and semi-finished is HALB, basic. These document types, I mean material types. I'll just put it probably in case if you want to. PERT, finished goods, HALB, semi-finished goods, raw material, KMAT, configurable material, work is a packaging. Okay, this at least this one is yeah, I mean, if you know the basics, this is sufficient. You don't require other things. I mean, in a company. So if you want to create a basic, okay, material, a unique number will be there, 18 digit, okay, maximum 18 digit. Yes, you can give any description. He has given shirt or pant. What is that? How do you do base unit of measure? You can put kg. How do you measure that? Say, for example, if it is oil, you can measure in liter. If it is this one, this is a cloth, right? So you put it in meter. If it is weight, kg, you can put division. That's what the day I was mentioning. What division? Two-wheeler division. If it is a TVS or Activa, material is Activa, then the division will be two-wheeler. The main thing you need to define is what is my item category? That is general item category group, which is from the material master norm. Okay. And the basic that day when I was creating the sales order, it throwed error, right? Saying weight is missing under. In the material, you need to maintain what is my gross weight, what is my net weight, what is my volume. Okay. This you need to maintain. If you want to pack that, okay, which material group you use to pack that material. If it is a glass, you will put a cartoon box, something like that. Here, the main important thing is, yeah, I'll take another 5 more minutes, okay? Because I want to cover this material master, which is important. Is that fine, right?
Yes, Gopi.
Yeah.
Yeah. You may see in companies they put in the invoice, this is a dangerous wood, something chemical is there or whatever, explosive is there, right? That is what they maintain here. DG profile, they maintain the dangerous goods profile, assume it is made of what is that explosive? That chemical, okay? Something which is explosive, relevant for that, right? Then they'll put this dangerous goods profile. And here you can say, you can identify whether your material is a configurable material or not. They'll check this configurable material, that is KMAT. Only KMAT materials will have this configurable material variant configuration. Okay, the main important. Apart from that, now you have to go to sales org. These two tabs you should familiarize. In the sales org means which is relevant for your sales. What is your sales org and distribution channel? Okay, if you observe sales org and distribution channel, for that again unit of measure division is there. The main focus here you should know delivering plant. Okay, this you should, I mean, I'll tell in next class. Here in the material will maintain the delivering plant. Say for example, if it is say for example it is a biryani. I'll say Andhra Hyderabad biryani. Okay, I'll put delivering from Hyderabad. If it is TVS Jupiter, I'll put delivering plant from Chennai plant because it is manufactured in Chennai or in Tamil Nadu. Something I'll maintain. Okay, and also there are more concepts. Okay, if I want to ensure that my material shelf life, or I want to give a end life for my material. Say for example, if you see some cars, they'll put say Tata Sumo earlier. Okay, Tata Sumo car, it is not until till end, right? So they'll put valid from when to put valid from and when to end. Okay, this they'll put this, they'll use this. I mean, you'll get to know going forward. If it is tax in India, what is my tax and what is this tax code? Okay. I mean, anything you can maintain our this they'll maintain for that material. Now the important tab is sales up to. In the sales up to, okay, this one also important. Account assignment group material. While determining the accounting, you will get to know this. Okay. These two tabs you should familiar. The general item category group is null. This is item category group. So our material master determines from the, I mean, item category determines from the material item category group, which is in the sales R2, not in the general. General is just like the Indian, okay? A general, you're from which place? Indian, India. But what is your sales? I'll say I'm from Karnataka. Shaheen said she's from Andhra, and another person say I'm from Delhi. Okay, this is more specific to your quality within India, right? This is the sale under sales because you are into this sales area. Sales are for that. What is my? This is important. Okay, these two and account assignment group. And if you come to sales tab, I mean plan tab, here availability check that I'll talk about in the next class. Okay, availability check, transportation group that will be used in a route determination, loading group used in the plan determination. Okay, I'll tell you in next classes. Okay, these two are important. These three tabs you should familiar with these words, where it is. At least in the interview they'll ask. If you ask, you should tell. So sales are two, it has this field. Sales are general plan data, it has a loading group, transportation group. Okay, these informations are there. And serial number profile. If you see any material computer you purchase, it has a serial number. What is serial number? It's a identification of, say for example, if I manufacture same Dell laptop 100, how do you identify each laptop? So that's why they create a serial number. So what is equipment? Now the next question is comes to equipment. Equipment is nothing but a material plus serial number. Material is Dell laptop, that's a material, plus serial number one is that belongs to Gopi. Dell plus serial number two belongs to Shaheen. Dell plus serial number three belongs to Sudharani. Like that, okay? That is the unique combination. For that serial number profile is identified. If you observe any of the product you purchase, they'll ask what is your serial number when you call to customer care. This is where they maintain, okay? And the last but not the least is MRP. Okay, MRP. Just if you go here, MRP type is PD. Whatever you maintain MRP is material resource planning. If it is maintained here, say for example, task plus whatever, ND or whatever, it determines CN. Now, if somebody asks what is my default item category, you can say 11 manual item category, one default. Here, for this also, one is proposed, that is default one. How many manual? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is 9 plus 1, that is 11 plus 1. Got it? Interview, they'll ask how many possible uh, scheduling categories you can have. You can say one default it proposes, another 9 we can use. How about item category? It proposes one, we can have 11 more manual item categories. Okay. So, okay, with this, I know it's already 5 minutes late. Yeah, any questions? You can ask any questions for next 5 minutes, then we can stop.
Yeah, Gopi, tomorrow can you create one item category and one line category?
Schedule and category?
Yeah, schedule line category and item category
Yeah, we
tomorrow.
can create. See, this is just giving the input values, right? You can copy this one only. I mean, I'll just show. Say, for example, I mean, since you asked, I'm just telling. No visa. So I know tan. Generally, in day-to-day of SAP, you will not do this. One time you will do, and people will follow that. That's it. Okay. So I'll come here. Instead of tan, I'll put Z10. This is, I'll put some other name. Okay, Gopi. Okay. I mean, if you want to do anything, you can copy control. Yes, you give copy control. Save. I'm saving to TR. Okay, now Z10 is created. If you go inside, it says Gopi standard item. Now, you may ask this. Just curious, I'll show. I know the table, otherwise you can go to assign item categories. You can see here. What happened? Written, it is just copied. Now, if you want, I mean, this is the item category determination, SPRO, VO, V4. We know war, NAM. I want to add one more. Oh. Okay, so in this way, you need to maintain here. That's it. Whatever you define, define and assign in SAP. That is the important thing. Define, then you need to assign that, right, to use it. Okay. Any other question? Is the doubt clarified?
Yes, Gopi.
Yeah. Tomorrow I want to do a lot of things. Plan determination, shipping point, storage location, warehouse route. These things I need to determine. I mean, I need to explain. Okay, you guys are following, right? My class or anything improvement? Probably you can give a suggestion and you can drop how it is going and give me any improvement areas, and we can drop the. I'll stop recording.
That aside, nothing else, Gopi. We just have to work on this now. Resitting and looking at these videos once again will give us some more better clarity because it takes a lot of time to understand certain concepts.
Yeah. I agree. It took me so many years, but yes, one day you can't learn. There are some videos. I mean, anything you don't find it right in SAP, just Google it. There are so many tutorials. Okay, keep seeing what they explain. Keep hearing that. Okay, maybe whatever I told you, all things you can't remember. Just Google. Even if I don't get, I'll Google now also. Okay, that you need to do that. Stop recording. So any other thing? Anybody wants to give
Nothing.
any?